remain standing as we take the opening prayer. Please, let's remain standing as we take the opening prayer. I'll be calling on Bishop Igalo Edore Joseph to please lead us in the opening prayer. Can we put our hands together for the
Heavenly Father, we thank you for a moment like this. We bless you. It is your thought and your plan before the foundations of the world was laid that this occasion will bring us together at this hour. Lord, it is concerning our sister, our grandmother, our mother, our auntie, and our friend. It has pleased you, but we are grateful to you. Today we celebrate her for all that you used her to do in the lives of men, for this nation and for the world at large. We beg of you, we beseech thee, as the celebrations go on, please lead us.
Thank you so much. I acknowledge the presence with us of Pastor Itwa, Honorable Blessing Elliot, our friend, our colleague. We say thank you for being here. Thank you so much. We will continue with acknowledgements as we go on. Thank you so much. Please, may I request that you're welcome, sir.
Thank you. On behalf of the life of us, and about Racheal. So, ladies and gentlemen, permit me now to read from Mrs. Gloria Young. A eulogy for Racheal Oniga. I first met Auntie Racheal many years ago at Winnie's Hotel. We hit it off immediately and became like sisters. Unfortunately, the pressures of work and living affected our seeing each other as frequently as we wanted. In 2014, we discussed the issues of motherless babies and indigent children. Auntie Racheal was passionate about it and wanted to do something for them. She called me, Florence Onuma, Salome Eketunde, late Henrietta Kosoko, Ngozi Nwosu, Kate Adegbegba, Toyin Adewale, and so many other females in the industry. We had a few meetings and set up what we called Nollywood Actresses for Change. Auntie Racheal pushed and prodded. We met masters and captains of industries and raised money. We went to orphanages around the country and gave out everything we raised. Auntie Racheal was a passionate woman, willing to give out her last cover to help a fellow man. She worried over the welfare of her children and was overjoyed when she had her first grandchild. I know Auntie Racheal is resting. I will not mourn as someone who has lost. Her legacy lives on in her children, and her movies still show us how her beautiful face and awesome talent. We thank God for blessing us with Racheal Oniga, even if we feel we only had her for a short time. Eternal rest grant unto Racheal Oniga, and we pray that perpetual light shines upon her. May her soul and the souls of all the faithful departed, through the mercy of God, Rest in peace. Amen. Gloria Young. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Nabet. Thank you, Gloria. I know that if we should ask every single person here to say something about Racheal, should I have added the silver, considering your hairstyle? Please, thank you.
Thank you so much, Yemi. Good evening, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Just this morning, I was going through some envelopes in the house, and I saw this brown envelope. I opened it, and the first, they were photographs, and I was, just glancing through them, and one of the photographs that I saw was of myself and Racheal at my son's wedding. I remember then she had said, Joke, I don't feel very well, but don't worry, I will be there. And she did, she made it. She was there for the service. And what was beautiful about that picture was this, she has that incredible smile, that, megawatt smile that just lights up everywhere. I remember Racheal, as I teasingly called her, in the film Oniga, and I think she won an award for that film. She was not in it for a very long time. She played the mother of Uche Osotule at the time in Oniga. But the incredible thing was when she played this dead body. And she played it with such incredible stillness. You believed it. There was no moving of the camera to give her time to breathe. The camera was right on that body. And she won an award for that was what won her the award. It was a Fame Award at the time.
Celebrate me when I'm alive, not when I'm gone. I still remember very well when she was celebrating 60. She called me and said, Oniga, Moody of Africa wants to celebrate me. And he asked me to invite few of those that were very close to me. So please, Oniga, come along. I celebrate Moody for that. And if I should say a word, that if there were some few people that my sister Oniga will use her last breath to bless before her death, Moody and Igalo here, the bishop, is one of them. Please, there is no word I'm going to say now that hasn't been said or will not come up. But please, I wish and I'm praying that let her wish be met. That is, celebrate people that are alive. My Oniga wished for this and go for this so well. I know if she's here today, she will say, oh, so people like me, love me like this. Please, heads of guilds, even where we come from, the Yorubas, let's celebrate the heads of guilds. Let's celebrate the veterans like she really looked for what to do. She's so simple. My children normally refer to her as my doctor, because whenever I took you, she would say, oh, Niogo, have you taken this? Have you taken that? There is no way I cannot wait, because we had a lot, we planned a lot to do in our land before she gave up. So please, if there is one thing we must take home, let's celebrate the veterans, let's celebrate success, let's celebrate people while they are alive. Thank you very much.
Jesus is gone for them. With God holding me, leading the way. Jesus is Lord. My soul, the magnifies the Lord. And my spirit, and my spirit praise His name. Oh, thank the Lord, holding captive, holding the grave. Jesus is Lord. What shall I say unto the Lord? All I have to say is thank you, Lord. What shall we say? What shall we say unto the Lord? All we have to say. This time, my text is taken from the book of Ecclesiastes, which was written by the wisest man that ever lived, a guy called Solomon, the son of David, who himself was the son of Jesse. And in the 12th chapter of the book of Ecclesiastes, Solomon had this to say, and is probably speaking today to Nigeria and to members of this industry and to people who are here present. It says, remember now your Creator in the days of the youth, while the evil days have not come, or your years have not been concluded, when suddenly age will come upon you, and you no longer have pleasure in the things that you had pleasure in, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars are not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. In the day when the keeper of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall no longer be strong, and their teeth will no longer be working, because the teeth have been broken and they are now few. And then those who look out of the window are now in darkness. Then the doors shall be shut in the streets, when the sound of activity and economic strength is low. And then you shall rise at the voice of the bird, and the daughters of music, the daughters of entertainment, the daughters of Nollywood will be brought to quietness. Also when they shall be afraid for that which is high, and fear shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden. Desire, sexual desire, lustful desire, desires of the things of this world, desires for power, desires for wealth, desires for importance will fail. Because all of a sudden, man begins to go to his permanent home, and the mourners go about the streets. The silver cord is now loose. The golden bowl is broken. The pitcher is broken at the fountain. The wheel is broken at the cistern. Then all of a sudden, verse 7, the dust will return to the earth as it was in the beginning. And the spirit that was borrowed to the dust will return to God who gave it. And then all of a sudden we'll all realize and wake up, look around us and know that it was vanity of vanities. All is vanity. Vanity of vanities. All is vanity. Vanity of vanities. All is vanity. Let me start by telling you a story. Since I am among story writers, story makers, filmmakers, and people who tell stories. Many, many years ago, a man died. In fact, I'll tell you two stories. Maybe you'll like to film out of them. A man died. And when he died, he was a very, very rich man. Extremely rich man. And then they carried him to the graveyard, where they tend to carry all of us at a certain time in our lives. And when they got to the graveyard, they dug the grave 6 feet, 6 feet, 3 feet. And at the graveyard, there was a man that people would typically call a madman. A man who was mentally incapable, at least they thought. And he stood by the graveyard. And he was watching all these people come to bury this rich man. And he looked at them in askance. And they brought the man and they were going to put him in the grave. Then the man got up. He said, "Stop! Stop! You people are mad! You people are mad! There's something wrong with you." And everybody stopped and looked at the madman. "You are saying we are mad?" He said, "Yes! We are mad." Wait it. You are mad. "How can you say so?" "Sir, you people must be mad. You want to bury this man?" Before it is too late. The spirit belongs to God. There is an essence in life that is greater than what we focus on. Life has a meaning. Life has a purpose. We need to find it. Vanity of vanity, says the preacher, all is vanity. The clothes are vanity. The cars are vanity. The wristwatches are vanity. The titles are vanity. The positions are vanity. The money is vanity. The houses are vanity. The superstars are vanity. When Steve Jobs was going to die with about $65 billion in his bank account, he suddenly realized that money. Shall the Lord be my sister? All will be well. God will surprise you. God will comfort you. There will be no regret and there will be no pain. God will fight your battles for you, and God will keep the family together. This is what we do also. God will strengthen you all, and you shall be well. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so very much. Racheal Oniga, ó dìgbà kan náà. Mama jókòó, mama jókòó, òun wọ́n bá tẹ lọ́rùn. Ayé lọ́jà ọ̀run ni.
She didn't like sloppiness. You know, she liked everything going, like you say, back, you know, and doing well. So it was important. And to be frank with you, one of our best actors has gone. So, I mean, I'm talking of natural actors, not people that you learn on set. Just a natural. And they got us give everybody the possibility. Sorry? Farewell message. It's not come to glory now. There's no farewell. In the film world, we don't say farewell. You know, we just clap our hands and we thank God for our life. That's it. Now, for all we only come like this, we only converge when there are deaths and situations like this. It shouldn't be. We should at least sometimes celebrate ourselves, you know? And I'm thinking about it. I'm hoping I'll discuss with the commissioner. Hopefully the next budget just comes something up just to celebrate ourselves, you know? Nothing wrong in doing something like this for celebration and not for money. So, health is very important. Just watch what you eat. Cut down on your sugar, cut down on your smoking, cut down on all those baba things already. So, what will they do? Let me put it that way. Sorry? Yes, I'm trying to follow. Move your head now.
Can we put it together for this man? Please, let's put it together. Thank you very much.
That's all I can describe. She was awesome.
Thank you very much. Yes, Ronnie Debo, we say thank you.
Okay, well, for me, I mean, like I said, the only reason we're all gathered here
Thank you very much.
is because she's an amazing person.
Thank you very much. Now, the national president out of view of Nigeria. Oniga Rollers, it's time for you to please step out and do your tribute. Do this quickly.
I just pray that
National President,
all our children, I pray that, you know, they get to outlive all of the sad memories and remember the good memories. And I wish her eternal rest.
What do you think of people coming together to celebrate the actors and not in their deaths?
I don't know, we celebrate people, I mean, while they are alive, and you celebrate them while they are gone. But the most important thing is, if you want to be celebrated like she's been celebrated, then you have to live a good life. You know, if it's not every actors that have died that got celebrated like this. So, and that's why I always say to people that whatever it is you do, it will always come back, whether whilst you're alive or while you're gone. So, but we should look out more for ourselves. There should be some sort of structure, you know, where artists gather, not only on set or outside of set, you know, to check on one another. But again, it is what it is, and I'm sure she's in a good place.
Thank you so much.
Let's go there.
I feel very bad. I can really say that just for us to do our own, nobody knows the time that they are all come, just for us to do our own and expect that we shall walk up also.
So what do you think about the massive turnout? Massive turnout.
Yeah. So the kind of person she is because you know you read today and when it was bring out what they can I see somebody when I come here and I was surprised that when I still have
the love is from your side. Thank you very much. ERS. Thank you so much. Muyiwa, friend and colleague, we say thank you. Thank you so much. Kuli Apolayo, thank you for joining us. Thank you. Quite a number of names here. The son of Fire Salami is also here with us. Thank you so much, my brother. God bless you. Sadiq, thank you, Sadiq. Thank you so much. Next, ladies and gentlemen, the shores of this country. Please join me as I welcome LT Thank you. Please let's encourage it.
As you can see, we are three here representing Nollywood. And as you all know, Racheal, Oniga contributed in no small measure to the development of this our great Nollywood. And of course, we are starting something new today from Nollywood. And we want to call on.
Can we have Fatima Shola, please come on stage. Shola is representing CG and G Oniga. Please come forward. Can we give her a round of applause very quickly? Please. Thank you.
What's some review? Yeah, you are most welcome, my dear. Yes, on behalf of Nollywood, that is all the girls, and of course, the planning committee, the organizing committee of this great event, and everyone that has donated to this event. We appreciate you all. And of course, in particular, I'm sorry, pardon me for my own protocol. The Lagos State government have been very supportive, and we appreciate them. Almighty God will continue to be with all the people working in that. There's Mount Elliot and other members of the subcommittee. We are all here to formally present a check for 3 million naira and another 1 million naira to support the family for the burial, making a total of 4 million naira to the family, the children of Racheal.
Can we please put hands together for this, guys? Can we please do that? Thank you so much. Thank you, and thank you.
I just want to thank everyone, all of you here, because no matter how many times people come together to plan something, when it has to come to reality, we need people to show up. So thank you to all of you who came here, people who gave their time, their talent, and their treasure. God bless all of you. You may not watch that, and may you also be celebrated, not because you are dead, but because you are still alive. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
truly, I would say she lived a good life. And this you can tell from, true story scenarios. A lot of people are here today, when you look at her children, she's married to raise amazing children. And most importantly, all the work that she has done, all these works will be remembered for a very long time. So it means that she's not dead. Most of us as actors, we don't know the kind of grace we have for having chosen that kind of profession because we're never going to die. If people can't see us physically, they will always see us somehow. So I'll just pray that the Lord keep our children and the Lord uphold our family. And I wish that if truly people meet again after death, I would love to meet her again. Thank you.